What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great day. So, I'm sorry that I haven't made any videos lately. I've just been really busy with everything else, such as like planting plants, building the collection, and you guys actually ordering masks and a bunch of other stuff. I just want to say thank you. I'm really appreciative that you guys are supporting us or supporting me and my wife. This is our business. It's a little side business kind of thing. But as you can see, the plant collection has grown a little bit since we've made our last video. But today's video is not going to be so much about the plants and more about the little seedlings. More of a seedling recap kind of thing. I've actually had quite a bit of requests if how the seed's doing and stuff like that. So it's a lot of information that I've learned, and unfortunately there's some things that didn't go right. But we'll go ahead and get into that video. We're about to get into this video. Sorry about that. But before we go ahead and get started, can you guys give a like and subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notified when I make more videos, because I will make more videos. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so a little recap on the seeds. So the first batch from the last video that I made, unfortunately those were actually dud seeds, and I was a little disappointed about that, just because I did spend some money in order to get those started, but it wasn't that much. Luckily the Nepenthes craze hadn't exploded yet, and people weren't demanding crazy prices. I mean, if you don't know what I mean, there's some seeds just recently sold for $1,000. Obviously, those are horticultural, VGIM sets, but I'll right here or something like that. Yeah, these seeds are going pretty crazy with pricing. I mean, all plants are a little different, but yeah. So we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the seeds that I currently have. Just pull out the tank here, this light. So this here are one of the seedlings that I actually started a short while after that video. Ooh, hold on. Look at this. Got a lot of stuff going on here. Sorry about that. If I just showed you the floor. Okay, so there we go. We got the little baby seedlings here. Sorry if I'm talking too loud. But as you can see, oh, well, too much in the light. As you can see, they're a little sproutage everywhere. So this is pretty much what the seeds will become. They actually become itty bitty little sprouts. I'll also show you that, but I just wanted to start off the video a little bit strong. And as you can see, these are my first little seedlings that are really taking off. This is VGI Pink. So I should have a couple of these available, but I'll probably hold some back just to see how they grow and stuff like that. But as you can also see, we have some hitchhikers. I'm not exactly sure what the name of the hitchhiker is, but it's probably my little son. He likes to go crazy. He probably took it from this little guy here. Obviously, it's the same thing. And he threw it in there, and it actually sprouted. So we got more than just one seed, but we gotta get this fixed up and repot those just in case, construction and stuff like that. It's about that time. But so here is how the little seedlings will start off. You know, they start off, or they don't exactly start off like this, but this is about a year in. But I just recently started some VCI Barrios over here. Sorry about that. Let me grab it. All right. Careful. Okay. So as you can see, right there, look at that. So these are pure VCI Barrio seeds that I got from an eBayer. And not all eBay seeds are bad. There are definitely some trusted growers on there, and I was able to get some. I'll go ahead and tag her name somewhere around here, and you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. These are super rare. These sold out pretty quickly, especially now that everything is kind of picking up in the Nepenthes world. But those are VCI Barrio. If you want to learn how to what I did, it's pretty easy. I have another set here. All I did is these are my little starter cups. It's actually 100% cocoa core. So it's like the husks, and then the inside has sphagnum moss, and then on the very top layer, it's a very thin layer of pure cocoa husk. Also, and the seeds seem to do well. The biggest thing when trying to fight doing seeds is the algae that grows on top. This doesn't always happen, but it can happen. So I usually try to scrape it off before any of the seeds start to fester on there. And sometimes it can actually take over the seed and try to pretty much drown it out, which kind of sucks. But it's just, that's how it goes. But the seeds are doing pretty well. Not so much that I can say. I did just start up a new batch, so we'll go ahead and show you that. Okay. And so we're here on the bottom level, literally right where the floor is. And we're gonna go ahead and open this up. As you can see, these are all my new VGIs and a bunch of crazy crosses that I had. I just recently did these, and then some of them are a little bit older here. These are a little bit older, so we're still waiting on those to sprout. Hopefully, nothing is a guarantee when doing Nepenthes seeds, so it's cross your fingers and hope that you get some sproutage. I don't know if that's a word, but we're gonna go with it, sproutage. But yeah, this is pretty much my whole little setup. I try to condense it down and just kind of give them their own tank. It's worked for me pretty well. So all this is a small Exoterra tank lined with aluminum foil, and then we have an LED grow light on the top. That doesn't produce a lot of heat. And then we have on the bottom just some perlite here. Obviously the mesh lining to just kind of divide it, and then I fill it all the way up to water, just so it's like the pots are just sitting on the top of that. You can see the camera. And you just want to keep the humidity really high, and you don't want the dirt to dry out ever, so I do spray this about every other day just to make sure that the seeds don't dry out. If it dries out at all, you're gonna probably not see any sproutage. But as long as you keep everything nice and moist, your odds are definitely higher in getting some germination there. But yeah, it's a really easy setup, and everything is pretty cheap. I think this whole setup in total would probably cost you like, I don't know, just kind of showing you. This whole setup here would probably cost you around maybe like $100 full, you know. And honestly, that's not that expensive, especially now that the seeds are selling for thousands of dollars, which is pretty crazy in my mind. But yeah, you know, you can definitely do something such as this, and you can put this on a bigger scale if you're growing indoors, such as myself. If you have a greenhouse, this is probably gonna be 10 times easier. You don't have to worry about these things. You probably could still use a grow light. But yeah, that's pretty much that. If you want to know a little bit more information, I don't really have a lot more, because like I said, this setup is pretty easy. I'll show you the cup that with the VCIs again. Just give me a second. And here we are. So this is the obviously the second setup. I don't know why I didn't show you guys the first hand. But all this is a pot and a Dixie cup, and it's taped together. And as you can see, it works very well. I was trying a different method, which is like the baggy setup, which is you put the pot in the bag and that's pretty much it. But I was still having problems with the soil drying out. For some reason like this, I haven't had the soil dry out, and as you can see, we have some germination there. We got some sproutage, and these guys are looking really healthy. I'm really excited for these guys. Super easy setup as well. Like I said, it's just a Dixie cup and the right sized pot. Put them together with a little bit of tape. You got yourself a little mini greenhouse for the seedlings. And yeah, if you're gonna go ahead and try to grow Nepenthes from a seed, and you don't want a very complex setup such as the one that I just showed you, which I wouldn't really consider complex, but you can definitely try this and put it under a grow light. I prefer really putting this under a grow light versus trying to use just natural sunlight, because light can confuse the plant at times, or confuse the seeds. I don't know. There's always back and forth if you should grow Nepenthes seeds in the dark, or if you should grow Nepenthes in the light. I've only grown my Nepenthes in light with I believe like an 8-hour dark period, and it works pretty well for me. In the beginning I did try to mess with the lights, and honestly it's just not worth it. It's more of a hassle for yourself. Next thing I would say with the seeds, that too much, I mean honestly there's not too much about it. Sorry that I don't have too much information about it. Just kind of do these things. But yeah, I'm gonna be splitting them up about this size. You can start splitting them up and putting them all in their own little pots so they can start really growing out. There's some guys here on the carnivorous plant world that actually divide the plants around that age, and then they actually start repotting them every 8 months, and supposedly that actually helps get a lot bigger growth very quickly. This is a macrophylla. That is not a seed grown, that's an AW, but my seed grown one is here. I started kind of doing that same thing, and it actually does work. I did that to my Trus Mariensis, and as you can see, it's getting a little bit bigger. So you can do every 8 months when they're smaller, maybe doing a repot, not a hard repot, which means like you strip it from its soil, but like I guess a subtle repot. Red Leaf does a really good job on the repot section, so I definitely go ahead and check out their video. Because I got some good techniques from that channel as well, so definitely check them out. They are where I get most of my plants from. Obviously I would not have this beauty if it wasn't for them. Also Carnivoro and Native Exotics as well. But yeah, definitely check out that video if you guys want to. Other than that, I don't really have too much about the seeds. Just pretty straightforward. The eBay ones that I showed in previous videos did not work out so much, but these new ones are doing very well. And yeah, hopefully I'll be doing a EP unboxing video very soon, as soon as the plants get here. I'm very excited. I got some crazy stuff that's coming, so I'll keep you guys updated. And like I said, if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any videos that you'd like me to do, please let me know, and I will try my best to make them. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the seedling recap, or how they're doing. And thanks for watching, and have a great day.